Welcome to Ebas Gallery channel. The Sportback in the new Regal's name is a nod to its large liftgate that takes the place of a traditional trunk. This means the Regal is technically a hatchback, albeit one that mimics a sedan in a way that's reminiscent of the A4-based A5 Sportback, which coincidentally is headed for the US market later this year for the first time. Boldly, Buick won't offer a sedan at all, although it will chase another A4 variant, the lifted Allroad station wagon, with the Regal TourX. By now everyone should be accustomed to Buicks that appeal to sub-octogenarians, so the Regal's sleek look should come as no great surprise. Its subtly furrowed headlights, clean new winged grille motif, and delicate creases defining shoulder lines that run from behind each front wheel to the trunk are a vast improvement over the somewhat lumpy current model. And the four doors wheelbase has grown 3.6 inches to 111.4, while its overall length swells by February 7 inches, shrinking the front and rear overhangs and improving the Regal's proportions. The lengthened wheelbase also pays dividends inside, where the new Regal's back seat is more human-friendly than its predecessor's relatively tight quarters. Buick fits a 60/40th split folding rear seat as standard, although a 40/20/40 bench is optional for those who must have more flexibility. Unfortunately, when folded, the rear seat backs sit higher than the cargo floor, creating a slight lip that prevents cargo from being slid in one go from the bumper all the way to the back of the front seats. The space in back is still markedly more usable than any similarly sized sedan's trunk, and Buick claims that with the seats folded, there is 61 cubic feet of cargo space. Not beyond its bootylicious surprise, the Regal steps up the rest of its interior game big time for 2018. Inside, muted design is married to upscale materials and color schemes that put the outgoing car to shame. Higher trim levels feature a glossy 8.0-inch IntelliLink touchscreen that's integrated better into the cabin's aesthetic than are similar displays in other General Motors products. A 7.0-inch touchscreen with a similar menu structure is standard. Keeping up with the industry Joneses, Buick upgrades the Regal's options sheet with the latest active safety features, such as automated emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control. At this point, our only major complaints about the interior are that the push-button starter is sort of hidden behind the steering wheel's rim, and the air conditioning controls are mounted slightly too low on the dashboard, just ahead of the shift lever, to be easily reached. Also, although nice, the cabin doesn't quite rise to the exterior styling's level, nor does it make a compelling design statement the way Audi's A4 screams modernism or Benz's C-Class shouts classy. As it was before, the Regal is more or less a rebadged Opel Insignia, a German sedan sold in Europe. Even so, the Regal has a sibling local to the United States, Chevrolet's latest Malibu. The two share some underpinnings and their wheelbase dimensions, and just as the Malibu lost a lot of weight in its most recent redesign, so, too, does the Regal. Buick says the Sportback's curb weight ranging from about 3,750 pounds to 3,900 pounds, is roughly 200 pounds less than that of comparable outgoing Regals. Among the key differences that set apart the Opel or Buick version of the platform, is a rear-end massage to accommodate all-wheel drive. In an effort to minimize the front-drive Malibu's weight, Chevrolet designed a different rear end and suspension that cannot accept all-wheel drive. Buick previously offered all-wheel drive on the Regal, both in its normal and sporty GS forms, so it makes a return, albeit with a twist. A rear axle torque vectoring function is added, to mention the flexibility afforded by the wide liftgate opening.